Welcome back to Two Dogs Talk Ball. Today, we don't have topics. Well, we don't. We don't have nothing to talk about. Well, hold up. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We're going off the dome today. That's going to be our new, I don't know, whatever we want. We just talk about whatever we want.
Just a new idea.
We're going to try it out. We're just going to ask each other questions and however long it takes us to answer it. And that's how long it takes us to answer it. I mean, so you want to go first, ask your question?
Yeah, I mean, let me think of a question. Actually, I got you. You know, obviously you guys went up 3-0, but then you lost your first game 3-1. But I mean, it's kind of a momentum shifter for Pittsburgh, but not really because you still have the edge. You still got the confidence because you're going up 3-1 back to their place. But I mean, you know, are you concerned with the matchup tonight when it's 3-1 if they can, you know, kind of go on a run, or are you confident that your team will escape out that one win and go on to the next round?
I still think we get that one win. I mean, yeah, we lost, and we did not play very great in our last game, but we still only lost really by one goal without the empty net goal. But we really lost 3-2 besides that. And we were not playing great. We still kept it a good fight, even though we were not playing that great. Crosby finally got a goal and an assist. You know,
Took him long enough.
Yeah, I don't like him getting out right now because, you know, this is, I mean, 3-1. We're still up 2 on him. That's good, but you got to finish the series. Hopefully it's tonight in Pittsburgh. We play better on the road anyway. Even our goalie's like, he's like, who would have thought we would be up 3-1 on Pittsburgh right now? Like, even I was surprised that we were up 3-0 on them. 3-1's still good. I mean, everyone's worried about this. Matvei Michkov's probably not going to play tonight, which is, I mean, I get people want him to play, but he has not played great. Neither has Tyson Foerster, but Forster's still doing things on the penalty kill. And Michkov just has not done much at all throughout these playoffs right now. I'm still confident that he can bring something to this team. But, you know, give him a night to reset, get ready for the next series or even the next game on Wednesday or whenever we play that. So, I mean, yeah, just get everyone ready for tonight, win tonight, not have to worry about the next game.
Hey.
And even if we drop another one, you just win back home at Philly, game 6. But you have to just win one game. That's all we got to do. They got to win 3, we got to win 1. I mean, they can't lose
The
anymore.
ball's in their court, or the puck is in their court. They got to capitalize. You guys have nothing to worry about unless they get another win.
If they win again, I will start to worry a little bit more because, I mean, don't let this team get hot. Because if Pittsburgh gets hot, then it's a little scary. But it's a little scary. But I think we can win one of these, win a game, even the next 2.
Yep.
I don't know which one it'll be. I know their crowd's going to be pumped tonight because, you know, they won last game. But I saw that it was not even sold out yet. There's still a lot of seats left. So maybe
you want to go?
Yeah, we'll just go fly all the way to Pittsburgh. Yeah, the game is just in 5 hours. That's nothing too bad. But yeah, that's what I got to say on that. So, what do you think about the Tennessee men's recruiting class so far? And with Juke Harris that might be coming here soon.
Yeah, so
maybe.
I saw. Well, who said who had him crystal balled here? Was it On 3?
I think so. I forgot which one it was, but I did see it.
But yeah, I mean, if we get him, we get Juke Harris, we've got Terrence Hill Jr., we got Day Ames, Tyler Lundblade. I don't remember his name, but he came from Loyola Chicago. The Kennesaw State power forward that just transferred the day after Nate Ament declared for the NBA draft. That's another thing that's like, you know, I'm happy for Nate Ament, but it's like, I think he needs one more year. But I mean, you know, I wish him all the best of luck. You know, he played his tail off the whole year when he was 100% or not 100%.
When he was playing hurt in the playoffs, I mean, and he was still
playing decent. If he wasn't making shots, he was getting rebounds and getting people the ball. And you know, but recruiting class. I mean, we've just got so many studs. You know, and for as many people as we lost, we gained that back in like a week or 2. Rick Barnes reloaded so quickly. That's what he's known to do. If he loses a good amount of players to the draft, to the portal, overseas, or something like that. But and the 3 high school commits, you know, so I think it's two guards and a forward, or 2 forwards and a guard. I mean, and you know, with Troy Henderson coming back, you know, I'm very confident. You know, I'm just really looking forward to seeing what we look like this year with all this talent. And you know, I would say with recruiting class, the Lady Vols have stepped up. You know, I was a Kim Caldwell doubter. Still kind of am a little bit. I'm not. You know, ready to give her the glory yet. But, I mean, she went from 0 players to 12 or 13 in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give her some credit.
That's crazy.
You
right?
got to
To
give
get all
her
those
credit.
players.
You got to give her coaching staff credit. I mean, I'm just looking forward to seeing can they compete with teams like South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma, Texas, those top notch. Even Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's women's basketball team was one of the best this past year. Ole Miss getting Talasha Cooper and Jada Silva. It's like, well, there goes two former Lady Vol players that were standouts last year. And it's like, can this roster compete with them next year? Can they maybe get an upset win here and there? Mm-hmm. And, overall, right now for the men and women program, I'm just looking really forward to basketball season. I know it don't start until late October, early November, so we have a long way to go. But with the portal already being so hot for the men and women's team, I wish basketball season already started right now for college. I mean, NBA playoffs, but for college, they got me feeling nicey. Feeling nicey. I guess another question I have for you is, when we were at lunch, we saw the George Pickens, what he was wanting, and he wanted that. What was it?
Said he wants a long-term contract
Long-term
trade, according to Adam Schefter when he was on the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, but then your organization said that would not happen. So what are your thoughts on that? Because obviously George Pickens had a really good season last year, and he had big moments from time to time. So what are your thoughts on him as a player, and what are your thoughts on the situation as well?
Him as a player, he's great. I mean, when he was with the Steelers, there were so many different quarterbacks cycling through. Like, his full potential just was not being shown. And then he came to Dallas with CeeDee Lamb and Prescott and still was like our number one receiver with Lamb here. I mean, that's tough to compete against. And some of the catches the dude made, he in his whole career, he's made some insane catches. Like, I remember the one against the Browns when it looked like OBJ all over again. I was like, man, this guy is the real deal. And when we traded for him, I was so ecstatic. I was so happy to get this guy on our team. I get we had CeeDee, but having a 1-2 punch like that, who are they going to – they can't double cover. Because, you got two guys going in, and they're like, yeah, who do we double cover? You can't – either Lamb or Pickens, and one of them's one-on-one. So, and the whole situation, I wish they would have just gave him a contract, get it over with. Because we have the money. We're a $10 billion franchise. Jerry Jones has the money that he could give him a contract. Like, even if it's $150 million over 3 years, $50 million a year, and at this point, I'd just give it to him.
Yeah.
I was like, and you could, even if you give like a 4-year deal, you can push a lot of it back throughout the years. Like, this year, not give as much, and then increase it more and more as the years go on.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt your cap too much this year. And I wish that they would just get the contract done, because I don't want to lose him. I don't want to trade him.
Yeah.
Which I think we could get like a first for him, but I would rather have him because I already know that he is guaranteed to be good, because he is good. And he hasn't signed the franchise tag yet. I heard that he's not even at the facility yet. So this situation could get rough. I don't know where it's heading towards. I just hope they get a deal done and then just call it good, because I think they have till like June or something before he has to officially sign that thing. So just get a deal done. Talk to his agent. Get a deal done. Let's just call it good. That's all it needs to be. Just give him the money. Give the man the money. He deserves it. He had a really good year. Deserves that money.
Yep.
So I don't watch the NBA, but I know that your Hawks are in the playoffs.
Yep.
I know it's 2-2. How you feeling going into Game 5 right now? Is it in that?
It's in New York.
New York.
They just took a big time win back to New York. That's the thing. Like, we got a hard fought win. Game 3, but then Game 4 they stomped a mud hole in us. It got up to I think over 24-point lead for New York. So they came back with vengeance. They got mad, but I'm very nervous because I'm confident in the Hawks. I'm confident Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Big O, all of those players. I'm confident in them, but I still think. What will if we don't make it out of the first round, because New York is a talented basketball team. They have that veteran depth. They have that veteran leadership because they've been playing. You got Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby. It's like you have so many skilled players. It's like, holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just. The thing is, Jalen Brunson, has had that experience as a guard with Dallas and now New York. He's had that experience. Karl Anthony Towns, with Minnesota and, now New York, it's like, dadgum. It's like he's been on so many good organizations and so many good franchises. Like, he has that experience. I think if we don't make it out of the first round, one thing that you can really look at is we're still a little bit too young.
Mm-hmm.
Our roster is still a little bit too young. But if we do make it out of the first round, I think that young talent can't get us past. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think if we win, we will get Boston. I don't think Philadelphia can hang with Boston for a full 7-game series. Now they've not been doing a bad job, but I still think if we make it out against New York, and if we go, if we force a Game 7 or we win 2 straight and just get it over, get it done with in Game 6, I still think that we're too young to hang with Boston right now. Now in the regular season, we had their number, but Jason Tatum was still hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But Jaylen Brown's had a heck of a season without Jason Tatum, but their best player was out on the team, and it's like, well, when he played against us, he kind of destroyed us the game. He came back and played against us. So,
just a follow-up question: do you think that this game is the biggest one so far? Because if you win this, you can drop one.
Yeah.
But if you lose this, you got to win the next two.
Because if you think about it, so in hockey, is it 3 straight home games after the first 2?
No, it goes 2-2, 1-1-1.
Okay, so it's like the NBA. Okay, in baseball, it's 3 straight home.
Yeah, 2-3.
Out with like NLDS through on the World Series. For me, it's like if you can get a win in New York and go up 3-2. Why not go home and win it? Why not take it back to the A in Game 6 and win it? Yeah. Celebrate that in front of your fans. I think that's the biggest motivating factor right there. If you win this game, you have the biggest chance of your life to take it back to your home team, like your home crowd, in one of the best NBA arenas of all time, and win it in front of these diehard fans like me that's been through the ups and downs as a Hawks fan over the years. Seen 2015 where we could have made the finals if we didn't run into LeBron and the Cavs and Kyrie and all them. And then you had 2021 where Trae Young went nuts that year, and we lost in Game 6 to Milwaukee, 2 games away from making the finals. We've had so many close moments. We've had to deal with the play-in so much. We had a rough stretch where we were just awful. We sucked. We were not good. I know it's just the first round, but if we can get a series win like this and be able to win it back home in Game 6, it would mean something to these fans like me. It would mean something to just, experience, I would say a true playoff, environment win at home. And like I said, I don't think our young talent can stretch a long series against Boston. But, if you win it at home, who's to say that don't motivate you to win more at home the next playoff series if you can make it past New York? Just got to wait and see.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of a good question for you. I pretty much covered all the topics I wanted to cover. Actually, I'll cover a topic with you real quick. I know it's sad to be a Boston Red Sox fan right now.
I knew this was coming. I was ready for it.
You fired Corey. You fired about 3 or 4 other people. But, are you more of, you hate to see Corey go, but you're happy he's gone? Or, what is your standpoint on it right now?
Right now, I don't know. I have so many mixed feelings right now. Like, the guys are not playing the best right now to their ability. Now, do I think it's all coaching's fault? I don't know, because I feel like the players are not helping them out either.
Didn't someone back up Corey in their press conferences?
Well, a lot of them did because they didn't really get a say in this.
Okay.
That's what that was all about. The Story was not happy. Whitlock's he said, we play baseball, and that's what we get paid to do. So, he's that kind of showing a little shade. But, I like Cora. Cora was one of the best managers we ever had. Won a World Series 2018. We went to the ALCS 2021. Last year we made the playoffs. And I understand why management is a little upset because we were not off to the best start this year. We were 10-17 when we fired him. 7 games below 500. One of the worst teams in the league. I understand that they were, pretty mad. We're also 27 games in the season. That's not very far. There's 130 games left that we still have to play.
Yeah.
I do think they might have jumped the gun a little bit, but I also do see that maybe coaching has been a factor in why some of these players are not, even our development. David Hamilton is an example. We had him on our team last year and a couple years. and he could never really figure it out. He could steal bases and stuff. He was fast. You just couldn't figure out the hitting. He goes to Milwaukee. He's having a pretty good year so far, and he's been doing a lot for them. And when Breslow saw them back in Boston when we played Milwaukee, he could see that Hamilton looked a lot different now that he left Boston.
Yeah.
And also Kyle Harrison, he pitched 6 innings, 12 strikeouts. We traded him after we got from the Devers trade.
Mm-hmm.
And he had 12 strikeouts the other day. It's like, okay, so there's 2 guys that we traded that went to a different place, and all of a sudden they look better now. And they're both still young, Hamilton and Harrison. And we got Durbin, who's in 160, and Monasterio, who's actually been really good. He had a grand slam the other night and had like 2 doubles. But, I mean, before that, he was hitting like 190, and now he's hitting above 250, which is good. I'll take that. And just seeing some of these young players, I mean, how hot we were in the World Baseball Classic. We hit like 13 homers. We were at like 11 through 20 games in the season. Like less than, so I saw it was like they hit 13 homers in the World Baseball Classic on 130 at-bats. In the regular season, we were almost at 800 and had 11 homers and 800 at-bats. So seeing that situation, it's like, I could see why they would want to do it, why they felt like this was the right time. But after winning 17-1, we fired him. That's also a weird thing. But they already made the decision earlier in the day.
Yeah.
They just wanted to do that game and then.
Yeah, y'all kicked some tail that day.
Yeah,
Man.
I wish that we would have waited until the series was done, you know. But I mean, we won yesterday. We're 1-0 in the Chad Tracy era.
Hey,
The intern GM knows with the Woo Sox AAA. Now he's our manager, which a lot of the guys know him because a lot of these guys played under him. Like
Yeah.
Meyer, Roman. I mean, even probably Duran played under him for a little bit. All these guys played under him for a little bit. Yeah. They all played under him for a little bit, so they all kind of know who he is. They all like him. But it's still a weird situation. They're like, yeah, we like you, but a lot of them like Cora. So, you know, it's like 50-50 on happiness and kind of not. We'll just see what happens. I mean, if we keep winning, I guess I can't blame them too much. So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that situation.
well, hit me with one more hard-hitting question. End it off right. Come on. Give me a good question.
So,
Oh, gosh. I'm not looking. What is it?
you know what? What would you grade the Titans draft?
Titans draft. Ooh, I give about an A-.
A-?
A-. I think our first round, Carnell Tate and getting that Auburn edge rusher, and then to top that off to get Anthony Hill Jr. The first 2 to 3 rounds, you get Carnell Tate literally like the best receiver, the number 1 receiver.
I saw a lot of people that were not that happy about
I'm
it.
ecstatic.
I mean, Ward needed a weapon.
Well, that's
And
the
now
thing.
you got him, Carnell Tate.
We have the good weapons that we've got from trades, and
Yeah.
we had Iowa Minor and DK last year. And you got Gunnar Helmet tied in. You already have those young weapons, but you get someone
Didn't
like,
have a guy like Carnell.
no, heck no. But now we do, and it's like, I was one of those people that were wanting Jeremiah Love. But my thing was, if I'm not getting Jeremiah Love, give me a defensive end or give me a wide receiver, and that came true.
It was kind of shocking. I would have thought that he would have went like Sonny Styles or
Yeah.
Arvell Reese was still sitting there. I mean, I figured that you were going to go one of them, but
Which
you
I see
shocked
that.
everyone with
Yeah,
Tate.
and even like Kirk Herbstreit, one of the best, analysts in the game of college football and NFL in general now. I think it surprised him because we have a defensive, mindset head coach, now, and it's like, it kind of surprised me too getting Carnell Tate, but I was really happy.
But I mean, you also got Keldrick Falk from
yeah,
Auburn, who
yeah.
I wanted at 23. We
He
didn't
is
take
a
him. But
freaking,
hey,
he is a freaking monster, and so is Anthony Hill Jr. So it's not like we didn't get any good defensive players at all. You've gotten 2, and we got, I think we got a running back in day 3.
Yeah.
Day 2 we really didn't have that many picks, but day 3 I think we had 6 within the 3 rounds. Got an offensive lineman, got a running back, got another receiver, and then we actually signed I think Jalen McMurray, the Tennessee safety, volunteer
Yeah, I did see
safety. So I mean, overall, I'm happy. I'm very happy with how the draft went. It was really cool to see all the Tennessee volunteer players and the Texas Longhorn players get drafted too. Really happy for Joey Aguilar getting picked up by Jacksonville after the draft. Really happy that Dago Pavia didn't get drafted. So I mean, it wasn't gonna happen anyway because he's not that good. But
I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm still surprised though that he got signed before Joey. I figured that someone.
Yeah.
I figured he would have got drafted. I figured it would have been like 5th round or something.
Yeah.
I figured Pavia was still gonna get drafted.
Well, the
at
thing
some
is,
point.
like me and our buddy Carter Cannon, we were at work Saturday, day 3, and we looked at like the best available, and it was like I think Tyree West, the Tennessee defensive lineman, got drafted, and we looked at the best available. Aguilar was like the 4th best quarterback, but like he was like the 60th. It was like the 6th round. So it was like that. The thing is, like, how does Garrett Nussmeier get drafted?
Yeah, bro did not get drafted and signed with the Chiefs. Which I mean, Chiefs. I think Mahomes might be out for a couple weeks to start the year. Justin Fields and him might have.
Garrett Nussmeier.
They're gonna.
He is. I mean, he is inconsistent. I mean, I know Aguilar. Every year he played college football, he had 10 interceptions or more. But the dude was like one of the best like long ball throwers, and he had like the 3 best receiving core: Brazel, Staley, and Mike Matthews. It's like,
I think
who did Nussmeier have? Nobody, because they went like what 7-5 this past year or something, 8-4. I mean, I know
the
we went
Chiefs do have good receivers, though,
Yeah.
so I think they could develop him into something like a good QB development's all I could take.
I mean, I'm happy for Aguilar, but I just don't. I think Jacksonville's not. I mean, you've got Lawrence, but
Lawrence, and I don't know who their backup is,
I don't know.
so he might be fighting for the backup spot.
You have to wait and see. You know,
Yeah, I mean he'll probably start out 3rd string, but if he looks good in
you get
preseason
paid good
stuff,
money to be a backup, so you can't blame him. I mean, shoot.
yeah. But I'm just gonna put my thoughts on my draft.
Yeah, let's
Giving that an A+, baby. Caleb Downs. I mean, I did not see that dude getting picked up by us, and I mean everyone's. I mean, a lot of people had that dude as the number 1 player in the draft, and this dude somehow fell to 11.
Yeah.
How does that even happen? And we made a trade with the Dolphins. We gave up 2 5th-round picks.
Then you make a
Okay.
trade with Philadelphia too.
Yeah. Then we moved back to 23, and we got 2 4th-round picks. So we gained 2 4th-round picks, lost 2 5th-round picks. So really, we gained out of all this.
You really didn't lose anything off that. You gained more than
And
you
I
lost.
wanted Messidor from Miami,
Oh, he is.
but he went right before us to
Yeah.
the Chargers. I was like, you win some, you lose some. But I mean, we still ended up getting Malachi Lawrence, played at UCF.
He did.
And I think he's very big. He's a big guy. He's like
He's
6'5", 250 or something.
He's nice.
I'm
He's
ready
nice.
to see him out there, edge rusher. And I mean, we drafted Devin Moore from Florida. He's a corner. He has a little bit of an injury problem, but if he could stay healthy, that dude has some big potential. And we got the best undrafted free agent in the whole class,
Trigg.
Michael Trigg,
Trigonometry.
Taylor tight end, NCAA 25 legend.
And Raridon got drafted.
Yeah, Raridon, 2 legends.
NCAA 25 legend.
We use both of them cards in
That's the only
NCAA
players we
25.
used when we played the co-op.
We only throw to them
'Cause they
because they're kind of good.
Great.
But yeah, when we signed Trigg, I was like, I'm surprised this dude went undrafted. I thought this dude was going to get drafted really high because he was one of the top 10 tight ends in the draft, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
But they said he had some character issues, but he was working on that last year. So I'm not too worried about that. He could be our starting tight end, not starting, number 2. He could be our number 2
I don't
because
know
we
if he'll
got
take over Ferguson.
no, but maybe in a couple of years, I don't know. Ferguson fumbled the ball a lot last year. I want a guy that can hold on to the ball, run, block, do everything. Because, I mean, we have Brevin Spanford, who's a good run block type of guy. We have Schoonmaker, who could be on the verge of getting cut this year, 2nd round pick a couple years ago from Michigan.
Yeah.
And then you have Ferguson. So, I mean, really, your competition is trying to get that number 2 spot from Schoonmaker and Brevin Spanford, which I think this guy can do that coming out of camp.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he is a beast.
I tell you what, the reason I said it was A- and not A+, because one of my players that I wanted to get drafted did get drafted. That guard from Florida, Jake Slaughter,
yeah.
that 6'5", 325 guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was, I think what was it, the 2nd episode we ever done? And,
Yeah.
when we did our projections and, you focus more on the trades, I focus more on the draft. And
I said I wanted Downs in that. I didn't think we were actually going to get him, but
I said I wanted Ruben Bain Jr.
I thought-
or top 5, but he fell.
he fell to 15.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know what,
surprised.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, because that was
But, I mean,
surprising.
But I think I picked Slaughter in the 3rd or 4th round, and it's like he got picked like 3 or 4 picks before we picked, and I was like, dang, if we'd have got him, I'd put us at an A+. Because I mean, if I hate Florida, I'm a ball fan. We can't stand Florida, but I mean, you know good talent when you see good talent, and it's like, I know that Tennessee beat the brakes off Florida this past year for the first time in, a long time at Florida since 2003. But if you look at how bad they played, you would put Jake Slaughter up there as a good player because he didn't give up one sack that game. Their offensive line was not good, but he was the only one that had like 3 or 4 pancakes, did not give up a sack. Didn't allow any quarterback pressures off the weak side edge when he was on the field. But if you look at Jake Slaughter, if you guys know who Trey Smith is, former Tennessee player, now is a 2-time Super Bowl champ with Kansas City. I tell you what, he played in the worst era of Tennessee football, and he only gave up 2 sacks his whole career, and he played over 500 snaps. If you look at Trey Smith, go watch Jake Slaughter's Florida highlights, and don't tell me you don't think of Trey Smith. That's all I got to say.
And yeah, we made a trade for D. Winters. He's a linebacker from 49ers. He was their leading tackler. All we gave up was a 5th-round pick. And he's going to be a starting linebacker for us. We also drafted a linebacker. And then LT Overton from Bama. He's a D tackle / edge. Everyone has like a slash something in it.
Yeah, if you can play 2 positions, you're going to be on my team, no doubt.
I think we just rebuild this defense. We are not going to be. I don't want to guarantee it because anything can happen, but I do not think that we will be the 32nd ranked defense in the league.
I don't think the Titans will be. I think the Titans will be a top 15 offense and a top 20 defense this year.
I think we will be a top 15 defense. They have the potential to be a top 15. Now, the young guys might struggle right out the gate, which I could see happening. But once they get settled in, I think that this team could be a little dangerous. As long as the offense plays like how they played last year, we had the number 1 offense in the league. Say that holds up, and then you have a top 15 defense.
You're making the playoffs.
Making the playoffs and should be able to go on a run. Should be able to. Now, will that happen? I don't know. They like breaking my heart.
I think the Titans can make the wild card this year if we fill all the pieces in the right spot. I think wild card is my.
I think we could win the division. The Eagles, AJ Brown situation, all that.
I just don't think the Eagles with the Giants though. They might be something.
I could see the Giants being something, but I think that we could win this division this year. Washington's somewhere. They got Styles. If Daniels could be healthy all year, maybe. But they need him to stay healthy. And the Giants, they got Dart. They got a lot of people.
Scatterbo, Malik Neighbors.
Neighbors wanted down so bad. I saw him on the Micah Parsons podcast. He was like, I didn't want to play against you 2 times a year.
The Giants got 2 top 10 picks because of that trade with Cincinnati. It's like they
took a lineman when they could have had. Not saying the linemen are bad. They needed one. But Caleb Downs was sitting there. They could have taken a lineman in the 2nd, 3rd round. Just saying, there was a lot of good linemen that fell to like the 5th round.
You got Harbaugh as your coach. You might be doing something.
Yeah, he makes the playoffs. I could say that. But we'll see how he does in a new team. We'll see because he's got to get used to this. He was with the Ravens for a long time. Now he's got to get used to the Giants. And the Eagles, I just have a weird.
I don't think they'll be.
I feel like they're gonna have a more down year, like 9-8 or
they'll probably
10-7.
Make the playoffs, but they won't win the division.
Maybe. Yeah, you never know right now. We'll see how Hurts does with the new receivers. Mekhi Lemon, and they signed and traded for a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
AJ Brown is for sure got to be gone.
There's
no way that this dude's staying on the team.
No.
There's literally no way. He's gonna be a Patriot, my prediction. Still, it's always been that he's gonna be a Patriot.
Drake may get somebody like AJ Brown.
They're gonna be dangerous.
Gosh.
But yeah, that's what we had to talk about today. That was a good one.
Off the dome.
Good conversations. Talk about a lot of different sports. That's what we do right here. We talk ball.
2 dogs talking ball.
Yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. 2 Dogs Talking Ball. Out.